Hi, welcome to your mat. We'll go ahead and begin this vinyasa practice lying on our backs. Taking a few moments here just to release into the support that surrounds you. The steadiness of the earth beneath. The comfort of the breath within. The sensations that you're experiencing help to bring you to presence. You begin to bring the breath into the body through intentional movement, intentional direction. As you inhale, you'll pull the breath down into the base of the ribs, flaring the low ribs nice and wide. And as you exhale, soften down through the rib cage, elongating through the sides of the body. As you inhale, the diaphragm pulls the breath into the low lungs, nice and wide. As you exhale, the diaphragm muscle rebounds back up, pressing the air out of the low lungs and out. About 2 more breaths as you practice pulling the air down into the low lobes, and then allowing it to release back out. Bring a little movement to the legs as you draw the heels to one side, then the other. Find a gentle rocking motion. You'll come to a fetal position on your right hand side. Extend the top leg out and the top arm out. Inhale the breath. As you exhale, lift the arm and the leg up slightly and then lower it back down. The inhale just floats arm and leg up lightly and lowers it, heavies it down. 2 more, inhaling with the breath and exhaling, setting back down. Then the knees will come to stack. You'll draw the hips up and over to the opposite side. Extend the top leg out and the top arm out. Using that breath low into the ribs. Inhale, top arm, top leg lifts. There's buoyancy there. Exhale, you set it back down with intention. Inhale, lifts it and lowers, creating this lightness and fluidity within the body. About 2 more cycles of breath. It should feel really nice. Does it feel good? Good. Keep the knees bent. Come back onto your back. Draw the knees into the chest. Grab a hold of the shins and begin to rock the spine forward and back. And if you give yourself enough momentum to come all the way up to your sit bones. When you found your seat, extend the legs forward. Reach the arms up. Forward fold. The occiput bones right at the base of your skull. Reach forward, bringing the chin in towards the chest. The outer edges of the feet begin to spread open as the outer shins and the outer thighs begin to engage. Slowly roll yourself down onto your spine. The arms will circle around up by the ears. You'll interlace the hands and reach opposite arm up and over for a side body stretch. Now the arm's going to want to cross in front of the face. Can you keep the arms a little further behind you? But just note if you're pinching in the shoulders, then bring the arm up. So everybody's shoulder anatomy is a little different. And we take this motion nice and slow. We'll come back to center. The arms will reach around, curl the chin to the chest, and it's a full sit-up all the way up. Forward fold over the toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Forward fold. Slowly lower the spine all the way down to the mat. Reaching tailbone towards heels. Inhale, reach the arms above the crown of the head. Grab for the opposite wrist. Side bend up and over. As you side bend up and over, the leg will extend and reach long towards the back of your mat. So you're going to invite in the lower body as you reach over to the left leg reaches to the left corner of the mat. You come back through center. As you reach to the left, the right leg reaches to the right corner of the mat. We're just changing our orientation to gravity. Balance yourself out. Circle the arms around. Roll all the way up. Forward fold. Full sit up. If you need to bend your knees and walk your hands up to find the full sit up, please do. Halfway lift the spine. Forward fold. Inhale, spine comes up. Feet will cross, ankles will cross. You'll roll yourself forward into a tabletop. Right arm reaches up to the sky. We have some cotton flying around. It looks like snowflakes. Right arm reaches up. Thread the needle, right hand comes underneath the left. That right shoulder blade softens wide, and the breath starts to move underneath the shoulder blade into that connective tissue and that muscular tissue that holds the shoulder onto the back and allows the shoulder to lift in up, down, slide side to slide side. Release, right hand comes down. Right arm reaches up. Notice how the shoulder blade might slide a little more effortlessly towards your spine. Bringing the right hand down. Left arm reaches up. Left arm threads under for thread the needle. We're sending the breath underneath the left shoulder blade and bringing some attention to how our shoulder blade can move out wide, up and down, in and out. Release the left arm, reach it up to the sky. High down, tabletop. Downward facing dog. Energetically push the mat forward with the palms of your hands. Press the mat behind you energetically with the spreading of the ball of the foot. Lower the hips down to the right. Straighten through the legs. So come back up. We're just going to lower the hips down to the right. Keep the legs straightened. And you're going to pause when the outer edges of the feet. So lift the hips back up into downward facing dog. And just lower the hips slightly. Pause there. Outer edges of the feet ground down. Or one outer edge, one inner heel. Whatever feels good to bring length to the outer hip, to the opposite side body. Taking the heels over to the opposite side. As you lean the hips one direction, you're pressing down with the palms in the opposite. Come back through center. Right leg lifts high, three-legged dog. Step it forward to a low lunge. Back leg meets the front, chair pose. Arms reach up. Hands come to heart space. Prayer twist, left elbow outside of right thigh. Send the breath to the base of the rib cage, flares out, bringing buoyancy, releasing that struggle. Chair pose. Hands come to heart, prayer twist over to the left. Breath moves to the back of the kidneys. Diaphragm drops down, massaging that area. Lifts back up. Chair pose. Forward fold. Left leg steps back to a low lunge. Rise up through a high crescent. Take the left arm, circle the left arm behind the head, and then back to center. So like a lasso, we're reaching up and around, staying grounded through the feet, nice and strong through the lower body. Now fluidity of that shoulder, moving in its full range of motion. High crescent. Open up to warrior two. Warrior two, reverse warrior. Triangle pose, straighten through the front leg, bump the hips back. The right buttocks tucks underneath as the left hip reaches up towards the sky. Reverse triangle. Extended side angle. Hands lower down to low lunge. Lower the back knee down to the earth. Rise up through a crescent moon. Interlace the hands at the low back for chest 3 breaths. A lot of effort happening through the lower body as you work to stabilize. Release the hands. Toe heel the right foot out nice and wide for runner's lunge. Step the left foot up to meet the right, frog. Three deep breaths. Frog, come to standing mountain. Point the toes forward, forward fold. Plant the hands, step the feet back to a high plank. Lower through your vinyasa. And downward facing dog is where we'll meet. Reset with the breath. The left leg reaches high. Low lunge. The back leg steps forward to chair. Hands come to heart center, prayer twist over to the left hand side. Now where's the mind at? Chair pose. Hands come to heart center, prayer twist over to the right hand side. So part of the practice is keeping present through sensation, through breath, through intention. Chair pose. Stepping the right leg back to a lunge. Crescent. Open up to a warrior two. Did I miss something? Okay, warrior two. Reverse triangle. Front leg straightens. Left arm reaches back. Right hand either down the inner thigh or slightly grazing the back of the thigh. Triangle pose. Left butt cheek tucks under. Outer right hip lifts up. Reverse warrior. Extended side angle. Low lunge. Right knee lowers down to the earth. Crescent moon. Interlace the hands at the low back for chest expansion. Humble crescent moon with chest expansion. 3 breaths. Release the hands down. Curl the back toes underneath or keep the knee lowered for runner's lunge. Left foot will toe heel its way out. Come to a runner's lunge. Frog. Right leg steps forward. Spread the outer hips wide, drawing in that breath. Press through the feet, rise up through mountain. Point the toes forward, forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Plant the hands, step the feet back, high plank. Your vinyasa through. Downward facing dog. Feet meet your hands, top of your mat. Lower the hips down to the heels. Slowly lower the spine onto the mat. And come to rest in that support right beneath you. Draw the right knee into the chest. We're moving into a supine pigeon pose. You'll take a hold of the outer right knee with the right hand. Bring the shin towards the chest. You're going to draw the shin in towards the chest and then allow the upper body just to soften down to that support behind you. 3 deep breaths. Releasing the right leg. Give it a squeeze. Bring the left leg up for supine pigeon. 3 deep breaths. Releasing the left leg. Give it a squeeze if you like. Extend the leg long. Take the toes, windshield wiper out the toes. Let the arms fall down by your side. We're going to find some breath work, focusing, drawing that inhale into the width of the ribs, into the low lobes of the lungs. This will engage our diaphragm and help to massage our internal organs. As you inhale, pull the breath to the low lobes of the lungs. The lungs will flare out laterally, pressing the diaphragm down. As you exhale, the diaphragm lifts back up and the rib cage softens down. As you inhale, diaphragm presses down, ribs go wide. As you exhale, the diaphragm lifts, the ribs soften down. As you inhale, the ribs go nice and wide. As you exhale, the diaphragm lifts, contracting the organs, lifting them up. As you inhale, the diaphragm presses down, contracting, pressure down through the organs, and then lifts to massage them back up. It might be helpful to just to visualize that fan of the ribs moving wide, the pump of the diaphragm pulling the breath in and relieving that breath out, the gentle pressure it brings to the abdominals and your organs. Breathing practices can be done anywhere, at any time. So whenever you feel your mind is racing, whenever you can bring your awareness back to the physical body, it's always encouraged to reset, to refocus, and to come home to our being. Final Shavasana is where I leave you. With light, love, gratitude, and grace. Namaste.